These are my favorite new plant varieties that I found at Cultivate 25. First of all, bubble bath hydrangea. This is a paniculata variety of hydrangea, but it is ridiculous. You literally cannot even see foliage on it. I honestly don't know how these plants survive because they have such a tiny amount of leaves and these huge blooms. Where does it get its energy? They put a huge display of these both in a booth and out front. I'll try to throw out pictures of those. Proven Winners has a couple of new sweet potato vines. This is Medusa Black, I love it. And this one is Sweetheart Shadow Storm, which I also like. Also from Proven Winners, this is a breakthrough caladium called Midnight Oil. It is fantastic. I'm adding this to our lineup next year. Hopefully we are gonna have this for spring of 26 at Smith's Garden Town. It is so cool. Houseplant lovers, it looks like Proven Winners is adding a mint monstera to their lineup. This one is called Mysteria Mint. So I'm about to go talk to the Proven Winner booth over here and get all the details on it to see if, hi Jasmine, see if we can get it at the store. They also have their version of the Burl Marks Flame. Oh my, look at that. That is really nice. Here's an Althea from Proven Winners, large blooms, called Pure White. Very compact habit too. Love this Echinacea Summerina Ferrana. That's a new one. Look at the size of these blooms. Got some AAS winners here. I really like this Marigold Mango Tango. That is gorgeous. Would be really nice in a mixed herb container, something like that. This Celosia Flamma Pink with the more narrow flowers is really nice. We're gonna be growing this one next spring. Trying to get my hands on this Heliopsis soleggiato, and that is gonna be a true perennial heat lover and cold tolerant down to zone 3. So I'm gonna see if I can get this as well. These two Rudbeckias are, oh my gosh, fantastic. So here's what they look like to start with. This is 4 weeks later, and this one is Isabella. Once again, here's how they start. 4 weeks later, still in gorgeous bloom. Those are stunning. Here is a delphinium with a really nice white bloom. Canopy white, beautiful. I got two really unique Asiatic lilies to talk about. This one looks like a rotting banana, and I stinking love it. It's called Tiny Massive, and right next to it, we've got Sunny, double duty, double blooming Asiatic lily. Ooh. Something over here is fragrant too. I don't know which one it is. There are lots and lots of cute dianthus coming to market. I will show you a couple others that I like a little bit more than these in just a minute. Okay, this one's interesting. A double petunia called Origami Marvelous Blue. I think the blooms are really nice, but when you compare it to some of your more traditional single bloom petunias, look how it just doesn't stand out compared to these in the zoomed out view. Here's a pic from Jasmine. This is Savannah White Splash Geranium. Beautiful. This verbena from Duman is fantastic. Empress Flare Delft Blue Star. The name is terrible. The bloom, fantastic. Look at this little dahlia. That's cheerful. It's next to this one, which I don't know if I like the brown tan flowers on the bottom part, but it is unique. YOLO, this is a new lobularia. These are so petite. Look how small they are, and it is just full. It's called French Vanilla. They also have a pink one, but I like the white better. Also, I can't with these begonias. I literally can't because they fry in Texas, but I love them. Now this is cool. I have a love-hate relationship with cordyline. I love them, but so do the spider mites. So therefore I hate anything that gets attacked by spider mites. But this one is called Magic Star, and that color combo is super unique. Growth habit like a yucca. That is great. I actually saw this one last year. This is a lime green lamb's ear called Key Lime. I still don't know if I like it, but I know some of you are gonna like it. Terra Nova has some super unique echinacea, but this one over here is the most unique. This one is Fringe Festival. It's fully double, does not make cones. So it's a cone flower with no cones and a very unique color as well. Super cool. Narrow leaf too. Cora Periwinkle XDR. red glow, really nice red periwinkle that is somewhat spreading in its habit. Y'all know I love coleus. This is pretty cool. This is mesmerized lime green. How about a new rosemary? This is blue cascade, and it is very, very cascading and kind of a really light colored stem. I love this. I could see this being used in mixed containers as a spiller or as a standalone plant. That is awesome. Yeah, it also says it's cold hardy down to zone 6A. That's very cold hardy for rosemary. This Gerber is huge. Not only the giant flowers, massive leaves. This is Komodo patio Gerber. All right, so these are the dianthus I was teasing earlier, and these are supposed to have really good cold tolerance and landscape performance, which our customers love. Yes, the leaves are pretty on this colocasia, Royal Hawaiian Tropical Paradise, but have you seen the stems? Wow. I can't decide if I like this plant or not. Verbena Oriental Magic. I don't know. Looks kind of weedy to me, but it is unique. Now this could be something. It says that this extremely dwarf pampas grass will flower, bloom at only 2 feet tall. So that would be insane if true. I'm gonna try to get some of this. It's called Tiny Pampa. I'm definitely growing this next year. It's already in the production line. This is Gomphrena Fireball Pink. Really cool, tall, heat-loving annual. 2 coleus from this line caught my eye. This is Pink Ribbons. Pink ribbons in the middle, obviously. And all that lava is a really nice trailing, cascading one. That could potentially go in a hanging basket. That is cool. All right, houseplant lovers, got a couple things for you here. Aglaonema, look at the striping on this aglo, nice white stems. This one is called Legacy. And then we've got a narrow leaf one called Cutlass PP22940. Let's work on that name a little bit. Cool plant. This one caught my eye, and it's just green, but it's got this really deeply ruffled leaf. This is Buenos Aires peperomia. I love that. All right, I'm not a petunia guy, but I will make an exception for this. Holy cow. This is Surfinia Heavenly Pink, or Heavenly Cashmere Pink. This is gonna be a major competitor to the Easy Wave variety of petunia, and I'm told it has great heat tolerance. We love graffiti pentas, been growing them for a long time, but there's a new flavor in town called Neon Plum. Very vivid, love it. Now we love Suntory's Soiree series. This is a new periwinkle called Electric Salmon Eye with this ruffled bloom. That's fantastic, and you know these things love the heat. Last one, Graffiti Falls, a trailing penta. We're gonna put this into some hanging baskets. I think this is gonna be a good heat-tolerant hanging basket plant. So that's it, the coolest ones I saw this year, Cultivate 25. If you made it to the end, thank you. I know that was a lot.